go. Not too shabby. Okay, so let's take a peek. This is our first real banisher. And there we go. Yeah, 41%. Even with a switch to this, it puts it down to what? 13. Still a little bit scary for sure. I think the bunny up noise was hideous shriek there. Right, but what does that mean? I wanna hear it. Especially since, again, like we mentioned, it's just a cute little thing in my head. Even if it's hideous shriek is a lot less terrifying than others, I guess. Oh gosh, okay. Running out of magic here. Could just channel, I guess. It's nice being at high piety just to get the spell books from Sifmuna here. So I guess you might have noticed if you're just watching this from home that quite a few times we've dipped down and above that line of piety. And it's because I believe Sifmuna has one of the higher like natural piety loss rates. Which makes sense, like you do get a decent amount of piety because you get it both from training the spell school skills and from killing stuff, which is pretty solid. But I guess the reason why all of that comes up... Crap. There was more. Oh, this is a huge mistake then. Whoops. But the reason why it came up is because I was thinking of using my channel ability. Just pulling on that for some mana here, but always trying to keep a cautious eye on piety. I guess before we make any calls, I want to give one quick check, because maybe is this the time for divine exegesis? Exegesis? Exegesis. I think it's divine exegesis. Well, every time I've got to struggle and reconvince myself of which pronunciation we're going with here. But, like a high-level summoning, we could divine exegesis and just hope that that blocks a lot of the way for us while we regain our own mana. But maybe not. So instead, it's going to be a channel magic. We're going to start gaining that back nice and quickly here. And then, let's do... You know, we're already kind of trapped in this corner. Statue form. We lose our Lek and our corrosion. But that shouldn't be too bad. We never had our poison. Oh, in fact, can we check? There we go. Just wanted to confirm. I was pretty sure, you know, most stone entities in the game have poison immunity. I assumed we did too. But same with our Lek, right? So we don't actually, even when our gloves meld into our body, we don't lose our Lek at the very least. That's kind of nice. But okay, let's use this channeling opportunity to just start blasting. I need to kill that druid right away so these trees aren't smacking us, you son of a gun. Should do it though, lovely. And then, wait, you're mited? Oh no, and we're just gonna die. Oh gosh. Luckily we turned to stone. That extra AC probably saved our lives against a mited Hydra. Jeez Louise. So you're the paralyzer. Good to know. You suck, of course. But you probably knew that. Let's see. Can see invisible. Cannot see invisible. Cannot see invisible. Can see invisible, I'm guessing? Most of these demons? Yeah. Just going through the elements in my head here of possible potential solutions, but I think it's mostly gonna be some IMB. Just keep this Hydra off our backs. The bloated husk is gonna blow up in our face. I think we're okay. I think we just have to deal with that. Wait a second. Oh, it did engulf us, right? It didn't look like it happened. Didn't see the usual animation there, but we can see the blast of putrescent gases here and there, so definitely did some of its work at the very least. Now, how do I take out a blizzard demon quickly? I guess I can actually throw this buddy back. They are flying, right? Yeah, so our ice breath actually buffets them, but also doesn't exactly do much in terms of damage or anything like that. So let's go with an iron shot. There we go. Okay, iron shot does it much more cleanly than the previous plans there. Oh gosh, but it's not over yet. Right. Cool, cool, cool. Swamp Drake on its way. Of course. Well, let's just keep blasting, I guess. And the issues, yeah, staying in water all the time really slows us down and gives the dragon opportunity to catch up for sure. Could go for another channel magic. Starts getting us a wee bit low on piety, but that's kind of the reason we have it here, is to spend it. I no longer need the willpower, so I guess I don't actually need to hold the sword. Is there anything we could change there? Let's go box of beasts. Bring in this tiny little larva. Oh my gosh. So sad. Yeah, okay, that's not going to last for long. We definitely need a wee bit of evocations for that to be at all worth it. Oh no, and another Fenstrider. That sucks. That sucks dearly. I think a teleport is going to be the one for us today. And then, who notices us? Okay, too many of you is the answer, unfortunately. Back up, back up. Dang it, just want to get to my freaking stairs, man. Okay. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Still good to keep moving a couple more steps, few more steps. Once we get to a certain point, we can blast him? No, that was not worth it. I would have much rather have had the Spriggan next to me than the Drake here, or the dragon as it were. But can't always get what you want, I guess. So here we are, fighting a dragon, hand-to-hand combat. Oh no, our statue form. I was enjoying being invulnerable to poison there. It's a lovely thing. Oh gosh. Frig, do I want to kill you in one blow here? So that way we don't have to waste any curing, but now we do. You son of a gun. Also, you shoot fire? Or no, that was... Never mind, I'm an idiot. I shot fire. They just shot poison again? Must have been just the poison again. Perfect. Oh, dearie me. Gotta say, going a little bit rougher than I initially intended it to here. We need to kill you. Like, immediately. Only have one more curing potion. Jeez. Waited too long to enter panic mode here. For sure. Because I got too excited just escaping that last situation that I didn't give the single swamp dragon the respect it deserves here. The issue is we need to save ourselves and we need to kill this dragon. I don't think we can do both in one turn. Like even just trying to think if there's any guaranteed kill option, and I don't know if there is. Which is rough. Very, very rough. I mean, the two-parter is a Fear Scroll combination here. Might be my only real shot at things. So let's do that. No matter what, I do have to take care of the poison at some point. In fact, sooner rather than later, just have to take care of that poison. Holy crap, that hit like a freaking truck. But then we need to kill that swamp dragon. Okay, ooh, here we go. Man, oh man. Things have gone a little rough. We've gone from total comfort levels to absolutely crap in our pants in every encounter. So maybe Should think about going a little more defensively here. Could even just go for a little bit more fighting, get that max health up. You know, why not all 3 here? We can get all these bad boys cranking along. And maybe even we'll set spellcasting to, thinking like 12 or 14. Even just 12 for now. Should give us a few more spell levels. Because we will need like 15 eventually. Not for a little bit, but eventually that is what we'd like. Okay. We need to play carefully now. No more curing. I don't know how I feel about that. Because, well, I have a certain level of comfort when it comes to making our way through poison environments, even without resistance to poison. Changes a little bit when you have absolutely no way to get rid of it in an emergency situation. Also, let's switch off that sword. No need to be using that buddy any longer here. I say immediately, of course, we run into a place where it's relevant. Would you look at that? So we switch back to our sword and let's just get a few orbs of destruction. Okay, 1 did the trick. Lovely. Hopefully 1 does a trick here. Okay, it can feed on my intellect, but hopefully can't mutate me through an orb of destruction. Still really not sure on that one. If it counts as a true entity or not. So let's just, yeah, blast everyone. I don't know why I'm not using orbs of destruction all the time, even though I immediately remembered why I'm not using orbs of destruction all the time, and it's largely a magic thing. It's hard to have enough mana points to sustain that kind of assault for too long. But still, I'd like to point out just how many demons there are. It's so strange. Ooh, dang it. Fenstrider should have definitely been getting hated on with that Orb of Destruction nonsense. Exceptionally scary when we're specifically in this situation that we were talking about in terms of poison resistance. Not exactly what you want to see. And come on, Elanoma. Crap. You son of a gun. Of course, she keeps teleporting into the trees like she do. That's okay, we got out of there. Oh, check my phone real quick. Perfect. And then, with a full head of mana, bring it on. But not really. Please take it easy on me. That would be nice. Ooh, there we go. Oh, that's one way to take care of a bloat. Never mind. I lied. Got so excited when we knocked the bloat away from us and thought I was doing something smart there, and then immediately didn't do quite enough damage. And here I already knew that Magic Dart was absolute crap. Uh-oh. Wee bit of paralysis every once in a while. Hopefully isn't the end of us. It shouldn't be when it's just the Fenstrider, even though, actually now that I think about that for a second longer, that's not even true because I think that the Fenstriders have heavy amounts of poison damage. Oh man, I'm so silly. But there we go. Look at that. We got our first rune. Ain't no thing. Used up a crap ton of our consumables to do it. But just makes the future more exciting, right? There we go. Done exploring Old Swamp here. Jeez Louise. Unfortunately, we don't get great items out of Swamp 4, hey? You really want those sentient branches. Actually, what's with my luck? So, we've covered that I get artifact tridents every game, no matter what species or background I pick. But then also, I just noticed that we're getting both monster branches or both humanoid branches, like every time. Weird. Very strange. Probably absolutely nothing to it, but gotta dig into this conspiracy theory, get to the bottom of it. As for what we do next here, think I am going to veto going to Spider's Nest. I'd like at least one Cure Wounds potion, or potion of curing, I should say, in order to not conflate the two healing potions at all. So unfortunately, I do think Spider Nest gonna have to go on that back burner for just a wee bit here. And instead, my vote is probably gonna be Orcish Mines. Head back down that way, see if we can get through the second level now. Not that we were necessarily unable to do it before, we just weren't willing to even give it a shot. A little too risky with all the potential for high priests and sorcerers and whatnot. But we're in a pretty solid spot now in terms of our own power, so maybe it'll go better. Can find some poison resistance too. Even though, of course, I am actually forgetting statue form. Statue form is the reason why we weren't so concerned about that anymore, I guess. But unfortunately, not quite the be-all, end-all we were hoping for. So, must continue here. This is a wacky second floor of Orcish Mines. Fun. I'm guessing the big baddies, does this like keep going down maybe? Branch off into a whole little shebang? Otherwise, this is a tiny little baby orc too, which is really weird. I guess, oh, it's got it, right? We haven't found the elf stairway. But, you know, that could be in this building, now that I think about that for a moment. Oh, well, let's just see, I guess. Instead of hypothesizing and crunching the possibilities, we can just literally explore for ourselves. Take a look around. There we go. Yeah, okay. I thought it might, or I thought it would have to be, just considering the fact that we hadn't run into anything too freaky deaky there. But let's, there we go. Now use another Orb of Destruction that hopefully won't just hit a wall this time, and it did not. Love to see it. And tap, 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 tap. It's always nice, after struggling so hard in Swamps 4 there, to come back to an area where I feel safe just tabbing through a decent number of the enemies that we find coming before us. Okie dokie. We're just about at the scary part of this whole shebang here. Actually, let's try... Well, I can literally just tab through warriors now. Good to know. The one thing I haven't bothered doing at all this run, comparative to the others, is training our weapon skill. Usually by this point in the game, I would very much want some training in a bit more of a straightforward martial skill. But for whatever reason, haven't gone about it this time, and it's not going horrible for us. Like, and the funny thing is that, for whatever reason, isn't even the artifact trident we have, because we had that in all the other games too, and we still made sure to take advantage of getting min attack delay. And don't get me wrong, we almost definitely will at some point with this buddy. In fact, maybe that's what I should be working for a little bit right now. Gives you a bit of stability, especially in extended fights. Go on a wee bit longer. But come on, friends, notice me. Everyone notice me, please. There we go. Oh, beautiful. And I think, nice, that did hit properly, the Orb of Destruction there. You'd love to see it. Unfortunately, the Orc Knight is so far back in the pack now that, yeah, I don't think there's much else we can do to finish him off, even though we dealt a nice chunk of damage with that first Orb of Destruction. There we go. Shouldn't get ourselves down to 0 mana, but sometimes it just feels so fitting to end the fight with that final Orb of Destruction, you know? What can I say? I'm a fan of the dramatic here. And we'll keep it moving. There's the elf entrance we weren't finding before. Oops. Somehow alt-tab out of everything there. Not too bad. Here we go to the entrance of the end here. We don't really have any smite targeting, which is why we are afraid of priests. Standard orc priests like that, not so much. High orc priests, very much so. But I guess we can kind of avoid some of that by just bringing them on over here. That kind of works, right? Heck yeah, and this works out perfectly. You get ahead of your summons. Love to see it. Don't know how I got poisoned. You had a poison dagger? You son of a gun. Well, let's maybe toss out a statue form here is what I'm feeling. Change ourselves over to be poison resistant. Not that we should run into that again specifically, but it also just makes us a little bit more strong defensively here, which definitely will come in handy for clearing all these silly enemies. There we go. I also do like the way we look when we turn statue form. It's funny that our head completely loses its dragonness and instead we turn into a human, maybe? Regardless, I mean, we're doing it again, don't get me wrong. The invisible buddy led the charge, wow. I mean, I guess it's all right on my end, no problems for me. I should be paying a bit more attention. I'm gonna get paralyzed again, aren't I? This is where I should maybe be using that, switching over to that rapier instead. But okay, a Scarf of Resistance, that might be something we need in the future here. We're finding ourselves especially shy on any much needed resistances moving forward. And then, gadget shop again. Unfortunately, nothing amazing here. I was hoping for some solid wands, but mostly enslavement and random effects, neither of which is very useful for us at all. Well, let's go to the shop before we take care of that buddy, shall we? Okay. A few different weapons. Fortunately, just kind of first glance at all of them, none of them are looking quite strong enough to substitute what we currently have going for us. Even if we're just kind of paying attention to the enchantment rating number here. But especially when we also bring in the auxiliary effects. So I guess all of the orc shops are just going to be absolutely useless for us today, eh? That's all good, I guess. Blast our way through this, barely even paying attention, which I should probably be doing. But let's do... You get an Orb of Destruction. And you get an Orb of Destruction. Lovely. Just as intended there. And we gotta be close to through all the forces here, right? I guess we kind of have this big wide open area that they might have spread out in quite a bit before we even got here. And especially after we started causing trouble in the neighborhood. Let's identify that. Wow. First and only potion of mutation so far. I don't even think we've seen any in a shop, right? Okay, so this game might have some troubles with malmutation. Don't currently have a great way, at least not a guaranteed way, to block malmutators. Still not 100% sure how much Orb of Destruction counts as an entity for that specific case. And on top of that, if we do get mutated, not a lot we can do about it. But I guess we'll just cross our fingers, hope that it's all okay in the long run here. And, okay, what do we wish to do? Obviously didn't end up with any kind of resist poison stuff. But I'm starting to get a little bit better at remembering to apply statue form in fights. So with that, we don't technically need poison resistance. I say fearing that I'm making a foolish decision in some other regard, overlooking something important here. But as is, and as for what our plan will be moving forward here, where do we wish to go? Elf is probably the most tempting in terms of comfortability. We have our Lex, so we're pretty solid in that regard. And between the enemies blinking around and us pushing them, Stair dancing should go fairly smoothly, or at the very least we should be able to safely peek downstairs in order to take a quick look. So let's do that now, maybe. See how the start of Vel goes for us. High Priest right away, eh? That's cool, that's cool. Well, he's asleep. Please don't hit a wall. Ooh, it didn't hit a wall, but it also did not kill him. But that did. Lovely. Oh, geez. Another one of the strong buddies right off the bat here. Nobody saw me, and then everybody saw me. Dang it. Why can't we have nice things? It's definitely hoping that we could split you all up a little bit here. Kind of worked out that way in the end, I guess, right? The Annihilator must have blinked. Oh, no, the Annihilator definitely got killed. Huh. Also, wait a second, you can confuse us? Crap. We're not totally prepared for this. Confused and then slowed, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. Oh, Lord. Can I keep swinging with my trident here still? Okay, there we go. We're at least not confused, so we can blast you. And yeah, screw it, yeah. Let's just go up, store all of our mana. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Recheck my Zot timer here. Oh, wow. That is still going down in turns. Even though we just entered a new branch. Oh, if we stay in this branch and explore no new floors. Right, I forgot that that plays into it where we are. Just trying to work out how fearful we should be. Because I didn't think I was going that slowly as to run into trouble with the Zot clock. Okay, and Louise shows up, pops out of the blue here with her ridiculously high chance to banish us. Oh my, so we'll definitely switch to the sword here, and that should bring her down to what, 13% still? 17%? I don't like that. Let's just blow her up. Perfect. Okay, 2 Orbs of Destruction did the trick. We just had to make it through a few turns there, and we did. Oh boy. Not fun. Let's also, before I accidentally end up with too many doubles on these rechargeable, evocable items, let's scroll through here and tick off the ones we've already found. Don't need any more of those bad boys after the first. Oh crap. I'm marked, eh? Don't love that for me. Okay, apparently not quite as bad as I was expecting either. Must be something to do with the layout of this level where it's really like hard to get to me. I'm guessing everybody was alerted to my presence and just didn't make it that far, maybe? That kind of makes sense, right? Also, that was a necromancer below us, right? Necromancers can't banish. Yeah, no, definitely not. So I think I'm okay with this. I think we go through this a little bit. Guess there's no reason necessarily not to use some more of our magic to alleviate the stress a wee bit. There we go. Oh, and it's a fancy necromancer. Crap. No, I didn't want to hit the lost soul. I wanted to hit this buddy. Stop hitting the rock wall, you Orb of Destruction, piece of crap. Okay, and backwards we go. Back through the level. Taking our merry group along with us here. We do breathe now as a Draconian, so we have to be a wee bit aware of fighting the water elemental for getting completely suffocated by that buddy. There we go. Blast him, heal. No, run. Just immediately run. Oh gosh. We're just talking about the turn counter and everything here. Now I'm scared again. But I don't think we'll hit it. I think it does take a surprisingly long time to hit 1,000 turns. Oh, maybe not so much though. Fun stuff. Let's quickly make it through this level. We need to explore some new branches. This is the way to quickly get some added on there. I mean, the one nice thing about a 3-rune game where we're not really planning on going everywhere is there is a bit more leeway in terms of we can just hop into somewhere like Crypt, just poke in, get the free turns, and then not explore it whatsoever. Because as we proved in a couple of our last few runs, we don't necessarily need each and every point of experience throughout the entire game for a 3-rune. Just makes it a little more straightforward. Okay, so scared. So scared of what we might run into here. I guess you confuse me, so I don't like that. Is that a range thing? It probably is, right? Yeah, 7 range too, so that's just sight, unfortunately. But we just cross our fingers, and even if we get confused, it's not necessarily the end of the world here. So there is that at the very least. Okie dokie, let's kill that wizard as soon as possible just to get rid of the summons. There we go. I have no problem fighting them manually by hand here until it becomes a little less, alright, until they start bringing in all the summons, I should stay and clog up our entire screen. Let's go back one, get out of the engulf, and blow them all up. Lovely. Ooh. Wait. Hit? Finally a hit for us? That's exciting. I'll maybe just drop the entering. I don't think we'll actually be needing to wear that. And it's a +2 hat. We're up to 22 AC. Looking a little bit goofy with our giant dragon nose sticking out of that, but goofy is just another way of calling ourselves cute here. Oh gosh, okay. Should have thought about this a wee bit more before just committing completely. Unfortunately, we just don't have many good multi-target skills at this point. We're very much focused on just dealing a lot of damage to a single buddy, which is not what we want here. Oh wait, do you all get hurt by the raging winds though? Oh, I'll take that. That's kind of cool. Let's add on some flooding. Let's add on a Bucks of Beast. Why not? Doesn't really do anything, just spawns us a larva every time. But I'll take it, I'll take it. You know what? Let's iron shot these bad boys a little bit. Dang it, my larva! Oh, you son of a gun. How dare they? Oh gosh, everyone is getting hurt back here. What happened? How are you hurt as well? Weird. I mean, I'll take it. I need all the help I can get. I don't even want to kill the air spirit here because I do think that it's the one that's helping me along the way. Not totally sure. Okay, sure would be nice to have ignition or something, right? Just take out this whole party down here. I guess instead we'll just wait a turn? Oh gosh, no, I got confused. As long as they don't blink, unfortunately. Essentially, if this buddy blinks out of here, I might want to just wait on the spot confused because I don't want to risk wandering out into the open areas of the fight. All things considered, if possible. And there we go. That's a solid IMB. Just blast those buddies. Lovely. And you buddies are all summoned by this friend, I'm guessing, right? Yeah. Let's reach past if we're able to. Unfortunately, we weren't, but fortunately, they just swapped positions, made our day for us. Oh boy. There we go. It was quite the little encounter, and this is just Elven Halls 1. We're in for the ride of our freaking lives here. Try and keep this nonsense up. But it is going a little bit more smoothly. I still don't know, actually. It's funny. I say that out loud and then, of course, immediately realize that I don't even believe in what I was saying, because I'm not sure whether it's more risky to go here and get confused or go to spider right now. Because with the poison stuff, we do at least have that statue form fallback, but when it comes to getting confused down here, kind of just screwed. Potentially, if things go more poorly than they have up until this point, because we've been pretty lucky with our confusion state. Still gotten, you know, a couple decent solid hits in and whatnot. We do what we can. Oh my gosh, halberd, get the heck out of here. So we can keep knocking away the weapons and just smack them into each other, which is nice. Because halberd is getting a freaking orb of destruction if I can help it. Here we go. This is it. Make sure I have the right keys for it. Yes, okay, that did the trick too. Used up all of our mana, of course, which does mean we have to fight this little magey boy again on our own, or still, I should say, but no problems there. Let's go try and finish off the last little bit of this level. Jeez Louise. One for you, one for you, and one for you. Perfect. Blow up 1.5 of them, 2.5 of them, and just kill the other at the same time. So satisfying. And definitely pick up the spellbook there, gain the ability to infect everyone in the dungeon with Corona. Strongest spell in the game at this point in life. And otherwise not too much new to look at there. Still going pretty solidly, even with the slight reliance on luck when we get confused here and there. Still managing to make it through and break on through. Again, though, I think I am kind of hitting that point where I don't feel quite so comfortable with the idea of Elf 2. So I think we may actually go to Spider's Nest, at least to the top. Might cast some statue form, poke my head in, see what we can't see down there. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Okie dokie. Should I cast it before even going down? Kind of want to, just in case. See how that takes us. Between the better defenses of statue form, including that poison resistance of infinity, it does mean that we should be able to take full advantage of the fact that our trident deals poison damage, which all these spiders are susceptible to. So there is that as the kind of big pro column component. But I was kind of curious how it would go, and we're definitely already seeing that it's not too shabby, all things considered. We can kind of keep blasting enemies back. Can't attack Wakanda Web, good to know. Quickly break out of that nonsense, and yeah, that should be pretty much it. I should be letting monsters come to me, seeing as we are quite slow in our statue form here. But still, not too bad. It definitely seems like it may do just fine in carrying our way through the dungeon here. Might as well pick this bad boy up. Oh my gosh, I was talking about the danger of confusion in Elf. I didn't even think of the tarantulas. Which I still think are tarantella. That's what they're called, right? I realized a bit after, I think it was the stream a few weeks back, that tarantella, I think that's still pronounced tarantella, right? Because that's not spelt the same way that you'd spell tarantula. But it did make me question myself when all of a sudden I realized, like, oh, you could kind of argue pronouncing it that way, right? But okay, Entropy Weaver is a pain in the butt. Fortunately, well, maybe not. Never mind, scratch that. I was gonna say, fortunately, it seemed like we had taken care of the masses for the most part here. But I was wrong about that. Okay, corrosion is down to -8. We're still at 29 AC with our statue form, which is pretty awesome. Also sitting at just under 200 health, which helps out in its own right for sure. I do need to break out of this net though. Jeez Louise. And there we go. Now we're standing on the steps. Can feel a little more safe and secure in our ability to retreat at the very least. And in fact, let's just get the heck out of here, shall we? Still have to fight 3 speed rays. Oh wait, there's something invisible here? No. It's invisible. Wait, no, we reactivated auto pickup. Oh my gosh. I didn't even notice an invisible thing until it reactivated it. But I just noticed this. Something stings you but does no damage. Nonsense. Huh. I'm not sure if there's an invisible enemy right beside me. Oh, there is. What is it? Is it really a ghost moth? 'Cause if so, jeez. Oh no. That's not good. It makes sense though. I'm not gaining back my mana here. Oh boy. That's a tough fight though. I can't imagine there would be one in Spider 1, right? Normally something you see a little bit later on in the trek. There you are though. Okay. We've isolated you. So we could do a really weird play here, and we could actually divine exegesis on Corona to try and reveal this buddy. The only issue there is if it's a ghost moth, they have really high willpower, I believe. Or I think that's what somebody mentioned in a previous run on Murphy. So unfortunately, not great chances of me even being able to hit with that. Otherwise, let's do a quick find. See invisible. What have I left lying around? Could run up for the gloves. Okay, and that's about it, because I don't think I'll switch to the Morningstar of Ram Julie. Only question is, what do I have to do to survive until that point? This buddy's getting in a lot of hits. Tempted to give a couple of swings here. It's not going great, but they weren't dealing horrible damage until now. So let's switch to teleporting. And we'll just run away. Oh gosh, where are we relative to the spider? Actually quite far. So, pop in here. Let's go Swamp 1. Wait a second. What did we leave that's invisible up here? What the heck is going on? Apparently just invisible monsters everywhere. Oh, that is the same invisible monster. Dang it. I have to go down there for Swamp. There we go. It'll click eventually. So, if we want Swamp, oof, then it's right between us and what we want. Fantastic. Oh boy, what a catch-22 we've found ourselves in today. Only real idea here is to potentially head to this buddy. Hope that it kind of followed through that way. Oh, it did not. If you were wondering, the answer was it did not. But hopefully, hey, we made it upstairs. And now I switch to this stairway. And it's stuck up there, all distracted like. Heck yeah. Okay, into Swamp we go. Grab these bad boys. Oh gosh. What should I get rid of here? I guess I'm never gonna use these normal boomerangs. I don't even know why I carry them around. So let's switch to the See Invisible. And now... Okay, no, that's just Enchant Armor and Mist overlapping, not a scary monster. There she is. Oh, you son of a gun. Oh, the bane of my existence. I hate ghost moths, and I can't believe we found one in Spider 1. What a load of baloney. But, take care of that, buddy. Keep our see-invisible gloves on us forever, I guess. How idiotic of me to think we could make it by without them for even a brief moment. But there we go. Just knock these buddies back. I should be able to take care of an entropy weaver, right? Oh, torpor snail. Definitely want to kill that right away. Just don't want to be slow. There we go. Might as well just tab through this last little bit of that fight. There we are. No problems whatsoever. And again, no more ghost moths. Just crossing the old fingers here. Please no ghost moths. Absolute nonsense. But turn ourselves to stone again to take on the speed rays. And, man, would be nice to have some kind of AoE. I guess Mephitic Cloud. Oh yeah, I'm immune to poison. Yeah, let's do that. Should have just been doing that this entire time. That's just straightforward and obvious, right? If I can just keep layering on poison after poison here that doesn't affect me, but does negatively impact every one of my enemies. Don't see why not. Spiders can't open doors, right? Ain't no spider can open a door. So I'm gonna pop into this little crevasse here, where I think fairly good to go in terms of fighting the old enemies here. Kill the tarantellas, kill everything with the IMB nonsense. And now we should start holding on to our magic. So we want to be able to, if statue form ends, we need to be able to cast statue form pretty much at all times. But also, just being able to launch off some of our stronger spells at any given moment definitely gives us a good advantage. Perfect timing on the statue form running out there, though, which is very interesting and funny to me. But there we are. Oh, and it's, yeah, the anthill. Let's close the door after these two get out, because the main issue here is I don't want to get marked. What we're going to do is actually ban that whole door, explore the rest of the level, and then I'm not so worried about the alarm traps in there. But at this stage, definitely more than a bit concerned. Let's keep it going. Not too bad. Oh, I think that jumping spider succumbed to the poison after the fact. I guess that would make sense. And Francis shows up, eh? Iron shot, scary as heck. Throw icicle. We're a little bit more set to deal with. Also, I never knew you were left-handed. Huh. That's cool. Little touch. I noticed because her axe seemed to be facing the right way. I'm so used to the axe going away from the character model, but that's cool. I don't want to kill you anymore, Francis. We have something in common, you and I. I mean, I'm gonna kill you. Do my best to, at the very least. Hopefully succeed. In fact, we will. But still, I respect you. If just for your dominant hand. And off we go. Don't need any potions of flight. Get that nonsense out of here. No polymorph wands for us either. Let's just keep her moving. And there we go. All that's left is the old ant hive. Which, I mean, we're at in a half-decent place for fighting right now. Yes, open this. Because, yeah, it's interesting that we're just in a nice little bit of a corridor here. But we also always have the option of closing the door as long as there aren't enemies literally standing inside of it. So we also need to kind of keep that in mind for where we want to target things, because here, no problem, but if, say, this worker ant was here, even though the soldier ants are a lot stronger, we'd probably want to just clear the doorway so that we have that available as a quick slam at any point in time here. I was actually very tempted to slam it already, but we seem to be kind of shredding through these little ant buddies. Keeping an eye on my mana, of course, as well. In fact, kind of forgot about statue form, because if we get poisoned here, it's a bad day for everyone. So let us activate statue form. Ooh, entropy weaver sucks. At least try and get it so that they're not having full sight of us the whole time. And there we go. Now we should be able to launch out a few. You aren't resistant to corrosion, right? I didn't think so. You're also intelligent. Oh, wow. Could have fooled me, dumbass. Sorry, Entropy Weaver. That was probably uncalled for. Don't need to call you names like that. I can just be frank and insult your intelligence in a straightforward manner instead. But okay. Now, IMP. Yeah, I think that's worth it. It should kill the Entropy Weaver. The Queen should get out of there too. Try and get rid of queens before they get too much of their shenanigans off, because I think, like the bees, I would imagine that they can cause some kind of rage effects, the ant queens. Oh, lovely. Our person actually focuses the entropy. Oh, never mind. The weavers kept stepping here, then disappearing, so I thought we were killing entropy weavers with our spear, but I think we were actually focusing down the ants right in front of us. Unfortunately. But there we go. That, I'm guessing, is all of them. We were alarm trapped, so you would think it'll come running, right? Apparently not. Just a bunch of little baby ants.